Lip gloss and a laugh, I walk in like Sunday. But I've been through some wrath. They see soft, see sweet. Figure I'm easy to bend. They don't see me in the mirror trying to hold my own hand. Don't let my smile fool you. I've been breaking in the
Alexandria, Louisiana. Stand up! Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey! Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the key, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Taxation without representation. Trying to save the city before we save the nation. Every month another bill, another situation. People barely living, tired of frustration. Lights high, water high, rent high too. Whole hood stressed, what we supposed to do? Mama crying, daddy working overtime. Still can't win, man, this world out of line. But we ain't backing down. Tell the whole town, gather around. If you hear me, say it loud. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hands up, like Mike Brown. Pain in the streets, got the city pipe down. Young boy lost, trying to find their way. Need real men, standing up today. If you a leader, then lay it right now. Don't wait till the whole thing burn down. Church folks, hood folks, come together. Real change only happen when we move together. Stand up for the north side. Stand up. Stand up for the south side. Stand up. Stand up for the east side. Stand up. Stand up for the west side. Everybody say stand up, stand up. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hey. Alexandria, we still here. Stand up.
What do you think of black people?
I don't like them.
Why?
I really don't. Because I just think that they're always looking out to make trouble. They never want to be friends. It's the truth, man. They never want to be friends. If they see you on the if they see you walking down the block, they won't turn around and say, hey, you know, how are you and stuff. They turn around, hey, Honky, what's the matter with you, man? You got an ugly head.
If they lived in Rosedale, you're only going to find them all over the streets and everywhere.
That's right.
They're going to be starting up with everybody, because if one starts to live in Rosedale, the whole pack's coming.
In 1976, journalist Bill Moyers produced a documentary for PBS called Rosedale, The Way It Is. It followed what happened when a black family bought a home in Rosedale, Queens, an all-white neighborhood in New York City. A pipe bomb was thrown through their window on New Year's Eve while they slept. They refused to leave, and the neighborhood turned against them. On the day this was filmed, white residents held a rally to protest black people buying homes in the neighborhood. These black children weren't part of any of it. They were on a bike ride to McDonald's. They saw the crowd and thought it was a parade, so they rode over to see what was happening.
We were riding down this block, and these white people start saying, get out of here, niggas. You know, get out of my neighborhood. Don't come to this neighborhood. And then they start hitting on her.
Throwing rocks and everything else.
Throwing rocks. Because we were in their neighborhood.
We went on a bike hike to McDonald's. We didn't mean to bother anybody.
We had a nice
we saw a
time
parade, we
down
saw
there.
a gathering, so we went down there to see what was happening. All right. I mean, we didn't bother anybody. We weren't looking for trouble. I never even know people around here were like that. I've never experienced anything like this in my life.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened to me, but this little boy, short boy about his or little short and picked up a rock, and he was in the front of all these tall honkies. Right? He threw the rock. He tried to hit my sister, but he almost hit me about that much away from me. And I was sure wish he had hit me with that rock. I would pick up the rock right next to me and hit him right dead in his face. They always say niggas are doing everything. They always say we're doing everything, right? We didn't, every time the white people come down the block, we don't push them out their neighborhood and throw rocks and start hitting them. We don't bother the white people around our neighborhood, but when we get in a white neighborhood, they just push us out.
Do you forgive them?
No. No. Can't take back no hurt. But they gonna always do that. They always spit on us like we some dogs. They always gonna spit back on them. Ain't nothing gonna change.
I think they ought to stay out of Ider.
And why's that?
Get hurt on your forehead because I
don't think white people should be stressed out. The rules is meant for you to win. What are you stressed about? Life should be good. Life should be amazing if the rules was bent and twisted for you.
We was the poorest of the poorest. The poorest of the poorest, because my father was dead. And we didn't have no father, didn't help my mother. And my mother was doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, and father and mother and everything all into one. And we didn't have things. She made us panties, slips and bras. She made this stuff for us out of sack goods. And then sometime when you was playing and you fell down and your dress went up, the stamps 25 pounds of flour on your butt, because then they had to wash them sacks a long time to get that ink out. And she made our slips and she made our dresses and all that stuff. See, a lot of families in the neighborhood, they didn't have to do that. See, because my mother didn't have no money to go to the store. But one thing about it, you got this breaded in your brain. You never act pitiful, and you never told nobody what you ate. My mother always said, you wear these clothes like you the queen of Sheba. Hold your head up high as you can when you walk. Never hold your head down and act pitiful. She always say, there's a better day. Children, there's a better day. And we want to know when. We're going through all this stuff, you know. When will this day coming? Because we was in the field working one day and this plane came by. We were picking cotton. And we thought the plane was coming to take us away to a better land. We all the children run to the end of the row, and the plane didn't stop. It kept on going. We went back crying. My mama wiped our face with her apron and thing. She said, baby, there'll be a better day. You know, and I passed that on down to my children. But the thing I got out of that, all that hardship, was honesty, work hard, treat people right, whether you get treated right or not. Treat people right.
One day, your children or your children's children are going to have questions about your family that you may not be able to answer. But why let that happen when you can start documenting everything now? With our Roots Preserved Self-Guided Family Journal, it is the perfect journal for you to give to your mother, your grandmother, great-grandmother, great-aunt, great-uncle, or anybody in your family that holds the key to the legacies and the stories that need to be told for generations to come. Get this for someone in your family that can write the words now so your children and your children's children can have the stories forever.
White people think that we're just supposed to sit by and allow them to brutalize us.
Oh, no.
You know? So us standing up for ourselves, us acting in self-defense, that's a crime to them. Now, let me make a parallel, right? Because Twitter is full of bots. They're trying to paint this young man as a savage, but the real way we respond is by supporting. And the way we support is make sure that he has the best lawyer in the country.
Facts.
Right? Darren Wilson, officer who killed Mike Brown. No problem when everybody donated to his GoFundMe.
Right.
George Zimmerman had a GoFundMe. Kyle Rittenhouse had a GoFundMe. No issues there. Now that black people are coming out and putting their money up in support, same thing y'all do. When it's on tape that you dead ass wrong and y'all still support your own. Now they trying to say it's fraud. All this like white people, fucking white lawyers trying to get the fundraiser taken down and all this type of shit. But the thing is this, they don't like that we are, see, this is what they used to niggas doing.
Yeah.
Is finding fault with him. They used to us siding with them and finding fault. Oh, no matter what was happening, this is what they want niggas to say. No matter what was happening, he shouldn't have got stabbed. Nobody should have been harmed. Oh, but it's okay to bully us.
Yeah.
And you thought you and your brother, and then now you done died in your brother's arm. Shit happens. Huh? I'm not in a position to have any empathy for this anymore. I'm tired of trying to look at both sides of situations. I'm trying to be understanding. I'm tired of us trying to find fault within ourselves when all we should be doing is defending ourselves.
Facts.
If you're defending yourself, how can you be in the wrong?
You can't.
But the way that America looks at these things is that that's what we do, guys. That's what we do. We brutalize you. We bully you. We provoke you. And then the second that you stand up for yourself, we'll paint you as the villain. Well, that's not happening because black people know the playbook too well. Y'all run the same plays over and over. And this time, instead of letting the voices of black America be loud to take the side of white people, the voices of black America be loud in support of Carmelo Anthony, as they should be.
Fight power, baby. See, we let niggers in here, but they ruin the houses, you know. Yeah, they steal your things.
But you're gonna have to bring the ambulance to bring them out in stretchers. They're gonna be bloody as shit.
Hey, nigger! Get an angle on all the traffic groups out. Oh, here comes the nigger bus stop. Any good angle? We're in the street and it's green light, man. Oh, you hit us up? Just go all the way down to the lake and jump in. I don't want you in my neighborhood. Fuck your niggers.
What happened? There were some people passing out anti-white literature, so we beat them up down there. Too bad we didn't have you down there. You could have taken films of it. But it was a big hurry thing. I just came down with about 6 men, and we slugged it out, and then they left.
So most states in the North and South implemented rules that prohibited groups of more than 3 black people gathering without a white person present. Whites were so freaked out about the things that blacks discussed when whites weren't present that they passed laws requiring black churches to have their sermons approved by trusted white people. In many states, a white person had to be present during black church services so that black pastors or God didn't encourage enslaved black people to fight for freedom. God forbid God encouraged you to fight for freedom. There was going to be a white man watching to make sure that shit didn't happen. Making white people comfortable was enforced through strict laws and the use of wanton extreme violence against black people. Those laws and excessive use of force worked so well that even white babies who nursed on black breasts and were raised by black women became adults who inherited their enslaved black nannies as part of their family's estate and proceeded to rule over them accordingly. And that is taken from an article that I wrote years ago called Dear Black People, It's Okay to Have Private Black Meetings.
Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? I had to swap out mic. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I had to swap out mic. Is it loud enough? Yeah, that's loud. I don't like this mic. This ain't my favorite mic.
Good afternoon, good evening, you guys. How are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Damn. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's that Goodwill stuff. I keep trying to tell you.
Oh no, this no, baby. This ain't. Listen.
That
All the
sound like
jokes in the
Goodwill to
world.
me.
All the jokes in the world. Is you not
I
listen.
can't hear you. I
You
can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Ooh, you sound terrible.
Y'all put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me just fine. Cause I don't like people playing on my top. I feel like she playing on my top. Let me take her off the screen. Yeah, you out of here. Putting you in timeout. Hey, where'd you come from?
Now, I'm back.
How many people we got in here? I got enough people to do it. Listen.
You got 7.
All right. We got 7 people watching. We got 125 people lurking. What is what? Let's see. Let me make sure. I got to check my inbox real quick. All right. I see you. I see you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. You know, what if we change the name of the show to the Can We Be Frank Show sends all complaints to 625 Murray Street? Does that work? Is that a good? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna make a poll. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna leave the poll up for a couple days too. Let me see. Okay, first off, the question is, can you hear me? All right. Let's see. 1, 2. Create. There you go. There we go. Now I got an X. Look at that. Now I got a new poll too. I'm gonna make that because yeah. Can you? I don't have to ask anymore. Yeah, we don't have to ask anymore. All right, cool. We ain't gotta ask no more. And the faces of the people that can't hear me is gonna pop up at the bottom. We got to use this technology correctly, folks. You know why we here. It's the city council meeting today. And I watched one agenda item. I was like, okay, all right. It's going to be a good show. That's the first thing I said. I said, oh, it's going to be a good show. Man. So yeah, we're gonna get to the thin and skinny of it. We got I can tell you what I did see. You got Jock Roy complaining. He's been whining a lot lately about it being campaign season. And every time you say it's campaign season, I think what you're trying to do, right? What you're trying to do is you're trying to insinuate without insinuating actively. You're trying to insinuate that the question is politically motivated, which is hella disrespectful on its face, right? But if you dig a little bit deeper, it's also an admission of guilt. Yeah, because you're upset about a question that you feel is politically motivated. Oh yes, ma'am. Oh yes, ma'am. It's gonna be a good show. We got our co-star, councilman for District 1, Malcolm Arberdane. And you got the city councilman at large, Jules Green. When I tell you, y'all are gonna love it. Y'all are gonna love it. And the fact, see, this is the games people play. You got to read in between the lines. You feel what I'm saying? Are we getting a 7 Brew and a Dunkin' Donuts in Alexandria? I heard somebody say something like that, but
What's a 7 Brew? What the heck?
Somehow I started getting their emails, their campaign stuff. I don't even, in the location that I'm at, I don't have that. It's not around me, and I'm in a really popular place. I've never seen that. I'd have to look it up and find it. But it's a place where you I guess they have, it's like a real nigga Starbucks or some shit, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I said nigga.
Damn. Oh, you messed up already.
Yeah, damn, nigga. All right, well, start over.
Stop saying it then.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Stop.
Well, look. These are my lines, not yours. You know what I mean? That's why they pay me the big bucks. On to the show. On the agenda was something about the caper, which is that paper. Look at that. What is that? That's a double entendre right there. It's a paper about caper. It's the paperwork that accompanies the either 1 year or 5 year report that the city of Alexandria has to send to HUD. Right? So everything in this paper has to be legit. Right? So it's anytime you have to see Jock exists in the world of wiggle room. That's it. That's his, I guess that's how he got his kids. He told her all I needed is a little wiggle room. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. But anyway, that's what he does. And he manipulates the situation to where he doesn't have to comply the way that people are asking and requesting. You know what I mean? There's no way of it's almost like there's no way to hold him accountable. But through this. And the reason I know that's true is because the city of Alexandria, your tax dollars have had to go to his misdeeds and his mishandling of HUD funding. It's already happened. You could call it a proclivity. He got so mad that he dismantled the HUD department to where we had to call DC, and DC called him and made him that's something that the Similar Housing Alliance did. And housing.
No, that was the housing authority. That was Alexandria.
Okay, it's the housing authority. Okay, the Alexandria Housing Authority. That's why in today's clip, you're gonna hear him talk a little bit about it. Let's get to work. Is everybody clocked in? Nobody's doing the poll. Damn, y'all just watching. Can we also talk about the Louisiana Black Caucus? Yeah, listen, they're in the firing line. Look, they're in the firing line. That damn Black Caucus for Louisiana, they're in the firing line because they sure did. Now, them young ladies that's doing this recall was not invited at all. They went and made a request to get tickets. They went to try to buy tickets. They gave them the run around to get the tickets. And yeah, I'm gonna play that tonight too. Yeah.
Also, wait. So before you get started, can you hear me? Okay. So listen. So also with the Black Caucus, there's a guy who was invited to the Black Caucus that was sitting next to that representative who got rid of that district, that got rid of the clerk of court, Mr. Duncan's position. He was sitting right next to him. He was at the party too. So that brought me back to when Jack Hinton, when he was over the president of the Alexandria NAACP, invited Clay Higgins. It's the same thing. That's why I'm over I met the Black Caucus. Some of them came down with Mr. Labadan. I forgot what church that was we went to. I was not impressed with them at all. And I meant what I said. I was not impressed with them. We got to stop serving up and putting these people on the pedestal when they're working with the people that's hurting us. Yeah, he was at the party. Him and his wife was at the party. Yeah. They got pictures. Mr. Chamber got pictures of them at the party. And they didn't even invite the people. That's why that's how y'all know what that caucus is about. It's not too much different.
It's all about confidence, just like that David Saint-Tian with the Chamber Foundation in New Orleans. They're compromisers, and they look. they'll sell you out and you won't even know they sold you. They'll still keep pretending like that we're still partners. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we're still working together. And then when you catch on to what they're doing, they'll get mad at you, like, well, we don't want to fuck with you no more. And we was like, shit, that was your option in the first place. You'd have to fuck with us in the first place. You don't act like, you know what I'm saying, you doing us a favor. Because you're not. We were doing this before we were doing. The reason that you're talking to us is because you heard what we were already doing. We didn't need you. But you gave up. We had a very lengthy conversation, all of us, on a conference call. It was the largest conference call I had ever, literally just a phone where we all were on the phone, not just, we wasn't no Zoom, wasn't no none of that. We were on the phone. Everybody had to call everybody so we could all link in and have this long conversation about him wanting us to take over the Alexandria Regional Black Chambers of Commerce. That's how it got there. That's a fact. They had it trademarked already. They just didn't have anybody manning it. And somebody told them about what we were doing with the club, with the Central Louisiana urban businesses. Because that all goes back to when Nat came up with the Green Book. All these ideas are linked. Everything we're doing right now is all linked. That lets you know that we've been doing the same thing. We've been doing so much, you don't even know what we've had our fingers in. But a lot of times, like we're talking about right now, you got these compromisers, these people that will let someone come to them and tell them how they want the deal to be done and expect you to cooperate with what they got going on, but you made that deal with them. Don't include us. You're not selling me. You're not selling us. This was our idea. We crafted every single bit of it and went to war behind it. Yeah, that's what we did. That's why we know so many people, because when we were holding those meetings at the library, yeah, you guys remember us. We were the ones doing the presentation, showing you that we can help you start your business. That was us. So we're not a compromiser. You see, look, we don't compromise. We still ain't compromising. We'll never compromise. How about that? We'll never compromise. The people that work with me and the people that I love on and appreciate, boy, we are something else. We don't compromise. We don't compromise, and we'll never compromise, ever, because they don't compromise. And any concession that they make while they're doing business with you, you're already at a disadvantage. Why are you letting them cut you out even further? I got $1 million here. But yeah, you've been spending $7 million annually on bullshit. And you're gonna tell me that we gotta split $1 million? I'm not. That's what Reignite is all about. See, they didn't compromise. They didn't compromise. Matter of fact, the thing that they got you doing to the mall, that all that weird ass back and forth and come tell us about Reignite and why they got Curtis running around here. They're giving you options in something they already told you didn't even know you accepted Reignite. They just forced it on you. You're just picking you're picking out the options that they provide. That's the most you're getting out of this. They're giving you the illusion that this is worth it, and it's not. But it's worth something to somebody, because it's somebody's gonna make a lot of money behind Reignite. Just like somebody made a lot of money behind Restore. Somebody made a lot of money behind the data breach. Somebody made a lot of money off the first deal with MISO. Somebody made a lot of money with Bayou Cove. All that shit you're wasting or getting robbed for. And you talking about you want me to compromise? You want me to sit next to somebody that compromises, and you want them to help me argue for what my people want, what my people need. I don't even want them in the conversation. I don't want nothing to do with nobody that compromises. Not when it come to my people, because they didn't compromise when they was taken from us. So looping back around to the general conversation that we were having is the people that compromise. So, Mr. Leader, please, can you tell us the rest of that story while I look this up?
Which one story that you want me to tell you?
The story about the guy at the dinner.
Okay, so Gary Chambers did a video, and he was showing, I forgot the guy's name, he has a funny name, but he is a representative, a state representative. And him and his wife is a news reporter for one of the local news agencies in Baton Rouge. Well, he was saying that first of all, he said, every time I try to tell y'all something about our Black leaders, people get mad. So I'm not going to say anything about it, but I am going to show you something. They were at the party. Him and his wife showed up at the party, the Black Caucus celebration, whatever that was. And he was the one who was sitting next to Representative Morris when Mr. Morris was trying to dismantle the Black community. He also calls sports for LSU. The same guy. So he's sitting by the representative that dismantled that district, that got Mr. Duncan out of his seat. He at the Black Caucus celebration. That's why I just take that off. Take that off. Take that off. What are you doing? What are you doing?
That was the wrong screen.
Anyway, so that's what happened with that situation. Matter of fact, you should be able to, let me see if I can send you the video. You need to pay attention to what you're doing, brother.
Oh, well.
No, oh, well, nothing. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up and send it to you.
Post where he said the official way in Louisiana to end session, State Representative Dixon McMakin.
There it goes. You found it.
State Representative Dixon McMakin. This is also Dixon McMakin and State Senator Jay Morris at the table for Senate Bill 256, which is to take away seats of power from Black people.
Stop.
A couple weeks ago, I made this video to tell you guys that while he was nullifying Black votes by day, he's also the sports announcer at LSU by night. Now, Dixon made this post where he said the official way in Louisiana to end session is at the LA Black Caucus, Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus, Sine Die Party. Thanks to these legislators, former legislators, for a great night. I'm not going to tell y'all my opinion about this, because every time I give my opinion about something that Black elected officials do, I end up being the bad guy with all the Black people in power. So I'm not going to do that today. But I am going to ask you to leave a comment and tell the members of the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus what you think about Dixon McMakin, the state representative who was actively taking away seats of power from Black people, being at the party last night with the Black members of the legislature. I'm going to share what you say with them. Now, whether or not they take it under advisement or use it for any food for thought for future references, that's on them. I ain't go to the party last night, but I did see that Baton Rouge rap legend Boosie even performed at the party that they had last night. And Bess and Dixon got to come and enjoy the show after Dixon had authored legislation and voted on policy to take away a clerk of court in New Orleans, about 9 Black judges, and a congressional seat away from Black people in Louisiana. He got to come party with the Blacks at the end of the legislative session, where that was the work he was doing for the people of Louisiana. That's what Dixon was doing this legislative session before he came to party with the Black people in the legislature. As always, do good, seek justice, keep pushing. This is State Representative Dixon McMakin. This is also Dixon McMakin and State Senator Jay Morris at the table for Senate Bill 256, which is to take away seats of power from Black people. A couple weeks ago, I made this video to tell you guys that while he was nullifying Black votes by day, he's also the sports announcer at LSU by night. Now, Dixon made this post where he said the official way in Louisiana to end session is at the LA Black Caucus, Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus, Sine Die Party. Thanks to these legislators, former legislators for a great night. I'm not going to tell y'all my opinion about this, because every time I give my opinion about something that black elected officials do, I end up being the bad guy with all the black people in power. So I'm not going to do that today. But I am going to ask you to leave a comment and tell the members of the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus what you think about Dixon McMakin, the state representative who was actively taking away seats of power from black people, being at the party last night with the black members of the legislature.
Did he say niggers of the legislature?
And see, he's a better person than me.
Hold on,
because I wouldn't give two shits. Excuse my language.
Can't hear anything.
You can't hear me?
Okay, there it goes.
Did
he say niggers of the legislature?
Play it again. I don't think he said that, but play it.
I heard it the first. That's why I replayed it.
He taking away seats of power from black people, being at the party last night with the black members of the legislature.
He said members.
Nigger. He said nigger.
He said members.
Being at the party last night with the black members of the legislature.
He did say members, but it did say niggas at first.
I'm going to share what you say with them. Now, whether or not they take it under advisement or...
That's how I feel, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. And this is why we will always have issues with our gaining our own power. This is why. Stuff like this is why that Black Caucus, like I said, I met them when Mr. Lavidan brought them down. And I was not impressed with them at all. Not at all. Period. I have issues with when we're in a fight for something and you go over there and you shaking hands with the people who created the fight. I don't understand. That doesn't ring well with me. Okay? So my thing is, since they like to, you know what? I don't know if you've seen this video Mr. Chambers had on his page where he was talking to, I don't know who the two guys was. One of them was Troy Carter and another guy. I can't remember who the other guy was. And they was like, we got to stop fighting each other and all that. And I saw the look on, and I might be wrong, my impression on the look on Mr. Chambers' face, because what they were trying to do is trying to kind of chastise him for the way he talks about what's going on. And I felt some kind of way just watching that video. Now we look at this, we see this right here. This is a perfect example why he talks the way he talks, why anybody talks the way we talk when it comes to our black people. Just because they wear a suit and tie and they sitting over there and does not mean they're all on our side. And this is when their constituents need to start looking at them and saying, wait, hold up. Who are you really for? Who are you really for? Because you don't seem to be representing us. You seem to be representing other people, and they don't look like us. And we the one who got you in Baton Rouge. The niceness and we're going to get along, all that stuff, y'all, we should have been a long time ago. When Katrina happened, that's when we should have put the gauntlet down. When Katrina happened, because we know how Katrina happened. That's when we all should rally together then and tow some stuff up. I'm just being honest. But we ain't doing that. We're too busy trying to love on them. We're trying to sit next to them in church, hold hands with them, bring them to our church, invite them to our churches. That's what we doing. And the ones who don't want to be part of it, they the enemies. Y'all don't want to keep up mess all the time. All you want to do is keep up mess. No, we're showing you what they're doing. And this is a perfect example. Just like Nat said. He said it ain't no worse than the used to be local NAACP president inviting Clay Higgins to a meeting. To their annual. That was their annual meeting that he was invited to. And that man do not like black people. We already said that. Brother Jay was the one who signaled him out to us.
And when we went to the Not Fucking Around coalition, when they had that big march in Lafayette, he told them that if all them black people with guns came down there into downtown Lafayette, where we went and we stood and we talked amongst a bunch of black folks that was all armed, organized. He said he was gonna be on a roof with a sniper. And that's when they threw that they threw a pipe bomb in the middle of it. It was like a flashbang. That's what they threw. It was us and the 1%ers.
Yep.
Or the 2%ers, whatever them weird ass motherfuckers, 3%ers, whatever their weird ass name is. But yeah, if you know, you know. But you had to been there. If you wasn't there, you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
But we got the video. I can show you. We got the video. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get to the city.
No, it's not that we're not trying to put it out like we do. We're just saying these are the things that happen when you find out who the person is that look like us. That's the compromisers. It doesn't. What we as black people got to understand. We will never get where we want to get with this nice stuff. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked. Look at us. They took away whole districts from us. They gerrymandered us out of our districts. South Carolina, Tennessee. In Tennessee alone, they got rid of all the Democrats and all the black representatives by taking away their districts. There's no black people in Tennessee's in their government now. I mean, in their what's the name? They got rid of all of them because we want to sit back and compromise and hold hands and eat lunch and all this with them. What is it that I don't understand. I don't understand. And
you got black folks. I got pictures. I'm not just saying this. You got black folks teaming up with white folks to take out other black folks.
Yeah.
Reddix was one of them. Like I'm not listen. I wouldn't say it if I wasn't there. We were there. We were there. The stories that we tell y'all sometimes a little off. We think we just be, telling jokes and stuff. That be real story stuff. Really happened. It really happened. We've been doing this a long time, but we just pointing out the fact that we're closer to this than you think. Us. That's why we tell you and say what we saying so loud and so proud, and we're unapologetically black. Let me take it off the screen. We're unapologetically black, and that's that. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. And that's all. That's all we need to be, because as long as we stay that, they gonna stay them, and we can stay us. But other than that, nah. We need teeth, and we got teeth now. Now we got teeth. They don't. They scared. They scared. If they wasn't scared, they would have did it already. It would have already been done. It would have started way before the fucking gerrymander. It would have started when he took y'all food stamps. But everything has a tipping point. I'm not mad. Everything got a tipping point. I guess that was the tipping point.
June the 2nd, 2026. Myself, Mr. Fowler, and Mr. Larvin, 4:45 p.m. Alexandria City Council meetings and council committee meetings are broadcast live and may be viewed live by the public.
There you go, stacking them fucking papers. There you go, stacking them damn papers.
On Optimum
right in front of the mic.
Cable Channel 4. A rebroadcast may be viewed on Optimum Cable Channel 4 and the City of Alexandria website, www.cityofalexandrialouisiana.com. One item on the agenda, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the award of $2 million from Louisiana DOTD Transportation Alternate Program, TAP, for the construction of downtown sidewalks improvements, Phase 1, Item 27. Mayor.
Yes. That's called TAP, we call it, but
Anybody ever seen them edit the live video? I certainly can't. You ever seen them edit a live stream? That's called a cut jump. That means there's footage missing.
But in any event, we received a grant award of $2 billion for those purposes. It will cover the Rapides Parish Courthouse area, the Rapides across from that, the Gata side.
What is the big bald cop there for? Is he always there? Am I tripping? Am I over observing or what?
No, that's not what's his name. It's one that's always there. I don't remember him. I don't know this one.
Oh, what, he got added security because it's
I don't know, but yeah.
Jeannie Moran said yes, she has.
See, I don't know that one. I only know the one who picked up the papers. I forgot his name.
Okay. All right. Well,
they're gonna tell them white folks we ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah.
As well, the Rapides Parish Jail and Garage, the COA Customer Service Building, the RAPC area, which is over Johnson, the COA City Court, the Genealogical Library, and KLB areas. So Johnston to 6th to 9th, Boise, DeSoto to Washington, 8th, Murray to Washington, Washington Street, Boise to 5th. That's the scope of the work. Sidewalks and associated curb ramps will be included. The sidewalk design and construction will conform to previously constructed sidewalks and curb with bulb outs, tree wells, and installation of conduit and junction boxes for future street lighting. We have made sure that any tree wells will not repeat some of the sins of the old where the wells were small. There were some designs done way back, and both Ned and probably it could have been some in Spark where the grates and the wells you see where the trees can get too big in the roots. So it's a common thing happening in cities where you get some push up from that in the ground. So this is going to be different size than that to make sure that we don't have that happen. The previously constructed improvements include the area surrounding the Central Louisiana Community and Technical College. And we went over all of those areas. There's a map that I really wish I could have it blown up for you guys, but I'm going to pass it down to the committee members and y'all can take a look at the scope and.
You're the goddamn mayor of the city. Why can't you? You could have had it blown up. You should have had it blown up, to be quite honest with you. It's an hour and some change. It's worth the watch. It's worth the watch. You see, I got to speed it up.
Scale. So good project. Sidewalks in those areas would cover the places most walked. If you think about it, it's a government infrastructure, some restaurant infrastructure, KLB, around the jail and all that. So if you look at the focus, it would be in the most walked areas for new sidewalks. Needed it for quite a few years. Pretty excited about that one.
I'll make a motion. Before we go further, Mayor, you're sitting in committees on Fawsey Street. Do we go all the way back toward Monroe to Rapides to the hospital? I'm looking at this now.
Boise is DeSoto Street to Washington.
Okay.
So some of the area, some of that area, a good question, Mr. Green, would be picked up in the Boise Street MPO road project. So we pick it up on that end. And that way we can focus more in this walk part here.
Okay. I know we discussed it in NPO meetings. I just wanted to make sure for the public themselves to be aware of what it was inclusive in this phase.
So as you've led on MPO for that, you've just hit it. That big project we have for Boise and the MPO that's coming up, that would be where we would catch anything on the sidewalks on that end.
Okay. Because Fawsey Street itself is horrific, which
it
the
is.
whole city knows. Front end line once you drive down it. All right, Mr. Larian and Mr.
We made a motion, he seconded it.
Second. All right, with the motion second, we move this forward to the regular committee meeting at 5 o'clock. That's item number 27. And I thank you, administration, for your explanations and the map. Do you have another map, or can we have?
I do.
In the here. Thank you.
And we'll make copies and bring it down for full council.
Thank you. Economic Workforce and Planning Development Committee concludes. Thank you all.
if we had one more Jules and one more Malcolm on that council, and damn, Mr. Porter as the mayor, that would be a problem. That would be a problem. That would be an issue. Them folks, you talking about a white flight? All of the infrastructure stealing and wheeling and dealing, all of that, they would leave. You think they would leave it? You think they would abandon ship if black folks got in a voting block and made something extraordinary like that happen? You think they would turn over all those deals? Man.
Well, just like when Mr. Fullerton was in office, they did that shift. They did that major shift, and they were making stuff happening. Regardless of what people were saying, you had to be in them city council meetings. Mr. Fullerton, when that whole team was together, they were making stuff happen.
Yep.
And they got together, like you said earlier. They got together with some blacks that did a concerted effort to get them all out. We talk about that so much because I promise you, if they were still in office and Mr. Fuller was still alive, I guaranteed you Alexandria was on its way to get better. You just had to have the right people in place to make it better. And at that time, me going to all the meetings and being involved in all the stuff that I was involved in with them, it was working. But again, we had some black looking people got together with some white people and destroyed that whole thing. And look at y'all now. I'm just saying, look at you now. Look at you now. Hall got in there. We touted for Hall. We was, yay, a black mayor, first black mayor. He got in there and fought against everything that Mr. Fullerton was doing. Even took him to court. These black looking people just don't. I'm sorry. They just, they don't do us right. And we got to recognize these black looking people. We got to recognize these black looking people. Right? People like C. Ray Lewis, black looking. Reddix Washington, black looking. Sterling Brown, black looking. Jack Hinton, black looking. Yeah, took them to court 3 times. That's right. These black looking people are dangerous. I'm just going to say it. They're dangerous to the movement. They're dangerous to us coming together and organizing. The reason why they're dangerous is because they can influence people that are trying to do right. They can influence them because that's their cousin, brother, sister, lover, horse, whoever they related to. They're easy to be influenced. So they're not good to the movement. They're not good to what we need to do. They sit on the outside and watch and then run to the white man and tell the white man what you're doing. That's why you got to be careful. You got to be very careful. And you wonder why things ain't working out because you got a black looking person on your team that's going back and telling what's going on. Or putting what they call a monkey wrench in your plan.
They're the best ones to do it.
Yeah, and paid. Yeah, they'll get paid to do it.
They'll get paid to do it.
Look, when you're desperate for money and you got to feed your family, because that's what was said. I got to feed my family, so I don't mind compromising y'all. That tells you a lot about your character. That you rather sell your people out to feed your family because you can't afford to feed them on your own. I'm sorry. I'll get off my soapbox.
Damn. I switched mics. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
All right.
Googie, you still own stuff around?
Guten Tag, good people. That was Mr. Jules Green's committee meeting. And there's a lot of motion going on. Listen, if somebody is, I don't care what anybody says, Mr. Green and his eloquence and his ability to be extremely maneuverable strategically and maintain, I could never, no, not like, that's a talent. That's a talent, right? You got to have a wide vocabulary and you got to know how to use it, because knowing a bunch of words is one thing. Knowing how to use them is another. You know, you can't go around saying you're going to pontificate somebody in the face. That's not how pontification works, right? Like right now I'm pontificating, but unless you know the definition, you don't know what I'm doing. But it's neither here nor there. Oh, wait, we're still talking. Yeah. Well, can we get to some comments? Let me take this damn widget off the screen. Y'all not participating in my widgetry. Had them boys out there in the rain passing out chicken sandwiches. Goddamn. That's a real story. You should ask them about it. You should ask them about it. You should ask somebody in your neighborhood down there in Willow Glen and 3rd and Willow Glen. You should ask them, hey, y'all remember that one time them black looking folks was in the middle of the street handing out chicken sandwiches dressed like a chicken sandwich? The disrespect. The white folks say you niggas gonna pass out some chicken. Go pass out some fried chicken. Oh, that's messed up, bro. And they did it though. That's even more messed up. They did that shit. I can't lie. That's a real story. Oh man. That's crazy. Could they have thought that they were doing something positive? Are we overanalyzing that, Ms. McCall?
No, I don't think they knew already. They said, remember now, you know what they said? They said, we got to feed our families.
What I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's true. It was they on the onset, on its face, it's selfish. And it's a very selfish, selloutish thing to do. And then the fact that you found 3, 4, 7, 6 other niggas to do it with you. Damn, I gotta start back over. You found 6 other people to do it with you, and y'all doing this, sell it out in a group effort. Y'all done multiplied the force. Y'all done multiplied the force of a sellout by 10. Y'all got bonus sellout points. Damn, boy. Say it ain't so. All right. Looks like it's about to start. I would skip it, but take this time to meditate. Think on the things that are positive. Enjoy life, laugh, love. And not just like, cliche. Like really do that. Like get you some good laughs in the day. Talk to the people you love. and live.
Meetings are broadcast live and may be viewed live by the public on Optum Cable Channel 4, or rebroadcast may be viewed on Optum Cable Channel 4 in the City of Alexandria website. We're going to have an invocation by Councilman Fowler.
Hell no, not today.
Amen.
Please allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We get fast and fast.
We'll do roll call.
Mr. Johnson.
Here.
Mr. Stelter. Here. Mr. Green. Mr. Fowler.
Here.
Mr. Ballard.
Here.
Mr. Lauderdale.
Here.
Ms. Perry.
Here.
Madam President, you have a quorum.
We have approval of minutes taken from the regular meeting held on May 19. I need a motion for that, please. And a second. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Any public comments? Public comments. What section of the written minutes would you like to make a comment on? If it's not in the written minutes, there will not be any discussion or comments, only in the minutes. If you have any questions pertaining to any item on the agenda, please contact the administration before or after the meeting. Discussion, public comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, Mr. White.
Thank you, Madam President. Do appreciate you.
You're welcome.
My name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street. My zip is 71302. My phone number is area code 318-446-6934. First, I heard about you talking about your husband. I hope and pray he'll be all right and everything, and you'll be better.
Thank you.
The only thing I disagree with the minutes, ma'am, is that I spoke out about something and I got a bill from the city, and I don't think that was right. So
What kind of bill you would get from the
well,
city?
Wait, what? What did he say? He said he spoke out about something. They got a bill from the
Okay,
city.
so he was talking about, and it'll show. He was telling, I talked to him when he was at the police jury meeting, and he said that he told them about some trash around his area. So they come and pick the trash up and then gave him a bill. He'll tell you, and then sent him a bill. He'll tell you.
I told about trash pickup, and I told about the street sweepers not coming in our neighborhoods and stuff. And so I got charged $300 for limbs.
That's something you're gonna have to take up after the meeting or with the administration, Mr. White. That's not in the.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I do appreciate you letting me.
Yeah. Yeah, got
Other
him.
comments, all in favor? Any
That
opposed?
is.
Motion carried.
Yeah, Johnson up there looking like a peppermint.
F, consent calendar. Number 1, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for fire hydrants and related accessories. Number 2, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for clamps and couplings. Number 3, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for sulfur dioxide, technical grade, liquid type, 1-ton cylinders for the wastewater department. Number 4, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for natural gas welding services for the gas department. Madam President, we did not receive any bids today on this item, and the administration is requesting that this item be re-advertised. So I need a motion and a second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson.
Public comments.
Public comments, discussion.
That's item number 5.
Item
Number 4. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 5, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for minimum of 130 passenger trolley. Number 6, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a professional service agreement with Ballard CLC Inc. for downtown sidewalk improvements, phase 1. Number 7, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Terracon Consultants for environmental engineering and consulting services. Number 8, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Control Devices, Inc. for testing, calibration, and maintenance of substations and the DG Hunter generating station, relays, meters, and related equipment.
Need a second?
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Any items to the committee? Okay.
G, resolutions. Resolution authorizing the acceptance of the Cosacha 24-inch bypass phase 1 project.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second. Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 10, resolution authorizing the mayor to submit the 2025-2026 consolidated annual performance evaluation report Caper to HUD.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, discussion.
Yes.
Oh, you go first, brother.
No, go ahead. There we go. Item 10, page 17 of this agenda. I saw the planning director in here. My question is, public housing is administered by the City of Alexandria Housing and AAH. During the course of the last 2 weeks, Mayor, I want to know, and I got to put my book Sunday evening, so I didn't continue anything. The sanctuary over on 4015 Lakeside Drive. It also states that the residents have monthly meetings, but I got several calls and the people say when they report anything, they retaliate against them and want to evict them. The sanctuary, these people are living in deplorable conditions, as we spoke a couple of weeks ago about slums, and I can truly say it's slummish. Grass is high. Trash hadn't picked up in a while. And I noticed that they said that there are some city employees that are part of this board. Is Mr. Smith available to talk to us about that, or can you discuss the sanctuary? Is that it's a private property, but they receive HUD funding. So since this is going to be a HUD submitted thing, excuse me.
They may receive.
The excuse me is old school. That excuse me is that excuse me is, you know, like y'all, if you understood pathology or the way people speak, it's innate. It's something that you have to be around in order to even know what that excuse me means. That excuse me means, I heard you say something. What the fuck was that? And it's not just a what the fuck was that? It's like a what the fuck is you talking about? But it's a very polite excuse me. So it's the energy behind it that I'm sure Jock felt. And when people feel that energy, as a child, when I heard that excuse me, it'll make you straighten up. And y'all about to see some straightening.
Vouchers or whatever, but they're not part of the city.
Yeah, but that microphone is off. It's usually always on. He's usually always tapping papers on it, but that mic is off right now.
Cities caper or plan, and I don't think, Mr. Green, they would be part of the AHA either. So the AHA is not us. The city does interact with AHA in contracts, et cetera, as you said, but the AHA is a separate political subdivision from the city. So,
okay,
to remove the sanctuary is a private business. Although I would join you in your assessment of its operations.
Correct. I did speak with the manager on duty, the regional manager in Shreveport, and the owner from New Jersey called me and said he's in the process of trying to sell it. My next statement on this, sir, city codes, the grass is high. We write citizens tickets for grass. We ticket them for trash. Code enforcement, where they stand at in doing something, I know it's private property, but it's in the city limits of Alexandria.
Code. Yeah, so within the.
So you're supposed to have an answer. They shouldn't have. Okay. All right, let's see.
Complex, we would, if it's open and obvious code enforcement violations, code enforcement can do things and should. Typically, a closed complex like that would not, there's so much other area that they have to cover.
What does that sound like to you? Can somebody translate that for me? We talking about pathology. I'll run it back a little bit.
In an obvious code enforcement violations, code enforcement can do things in an obvious code enforcement. So within the complex, we would, if it's open and obvious code enforcement violations. Code enforcement can do things and should. Typically, a closed complex like that would not, there's so much other area that they have to cover.
So code enforcement is too busy to even look over to the left
Yeah,
on Lee Street.
exactly. It's not a gated community or anything. That's
You're not looking behind the CLTCC building anymore.
Yeah,
The old one.
yeah, exactly.
You're not looking behind. You're not even looking. There's a bus stop over there,
Yeah.
There's a bus stop right in the front of it, as a matter of fact,
So a city bus does come there, right?
Right in the front of it. I used to ride it.
Okay. All right.
They would
Let
not,
them
but
finish.
we are aware of the complaints and are intending to follow up on those complaints separately. Would not go through all of those here, but the same.
We're not going to go through all of them here. See, that's that I'm not compromising, right? Because if I want to bring them up, I'm going to bring them up. Your job is to address it. Don't tell me what I can and can't bring up. I'm elected just like you are. Matter of fact, it took the same amount of votes to get me elected as it took to get you elected. Chill out. That's how you got to handle it.
Sanctuary is again, I'll join you in it and maybe have some additional intel about the operations there. They need to not only comply, they need to have management rethink the way in which they operate.
Wait, why are you putting it on them? Don't you need to? Isn't that in the city limits?
No, listen, Tavares. He already said, stop for a minute. Tamara said, let him finish. The thing is, he's saying that so he can deflect. That's why.
The sanctuary.
Okay, now you say
that's my opinion.
And I appreciate that. Now you say enclosed. Are you thinking it's saying a gated community? It's not gated. You could drive through.
No. I just mean that typically code enforcement does not go into a complex like that at the same level it does open and obvious things on the street, because they're responsible and do things different. It's a commercial operation. So, for example, trash on the street, the city picks up, and it's part of what taxpayers receive. Theirs is all commercial, like what's operated in there, they're supposed to provide for. They're supposed to keep clean. And unless we get a complaint like we now have, but it's mostly from official complaints that came by way of what people saw on social media.
Let's give a shout out to my boy. Hold on. I got you, bro. I never.
What are you talking about?
I've never let him down when it comes to this. My boy Nat. Yeah. What'd he say? Some shit he saw on social media, huh? Yeah, he said the only reason that you're getting a complaint now is because of what people saw on social media. So what does that have to do with anything? At all. Well, shout out Nat. He took the people through the city. He took them through an important part of the city. And now we're getting some action. And that's all it takes.
We wouldn't necessarily know. So like you, our notice of it came strongly that way.
Okay.
But that's nothing to do with Jermaine. That's not the caper.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with the caper though.
Stop it. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Sir.
That has official complaints that came by way of what people saw on social media. We wouldn't necessarily know. So like you, our notice of it came strongly that way.
Okay.
But that's nothing to do with Jermaine. That's not the caper.
Sir.
That's nothing to do with the caper.
To get clarity, like I said, I got this Sunday evening and I didn't get a chance to follow through and send you anything.
Okay.
But the fact of the matter is that I myself went to the Louisiana Health Department along with Representative Lawvan and filed a complaint against these people. So this is just atrocious that someone lives like this and within the city limits of Alexandria like that. Thank you for your response.
So
Thank you, Madam.
Classy, real classy. Let's give him one too. He deserves it.
You're correct now.
Yeah.
You're right, Nat. And another thing too, reminds me of Bethel Apartments. That's what it
Yeah.
reminds me. That's
Yeah.
all this is. This is Bethel Apartments. That's all this is. But it's just an upgraded Bethel Apartment. That's all.
Madam President.
So the complaint was filed against the owner of the sanctuary?
Against the complex.
Okay.
May I go? Okay. Mayor, what is this report?
A very simple question, right?
Like this
We just went over.
And what did she say? What is she talking about? Did she say what is what?
Like this
She did. He wasn't even talking to her.
Stop. Be quiet.
I did.
Be quiet.
Well, no, you just
2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
So
I know,
the
you, I know
caper-
you went over it, but I mean, let's kind of refresh because I know people watch, so may have some questions and
The
and they don't
2000
have the book.
I'm not sure how to state it. It states what it is. It's the 2006-27 draft annual action plan. Each year, any cities that are participating cities that receive community development block grant and home funds must submit a yearly report. They also have to submit a 5-year CAPER plan.
And this is just a
And
one.
this is the 1 year that we look at each year, and then there's a 5-year plan. All of this is subject to federal law in the Code of Federal Regulations, which are fill in the skeleton, right? So if the federal statutory scheme is the skeleton, all the little parts that get filled in come by way of the regulations, and there are a lot of them. And as you know, Shirley Branham is the person responsible for those compliance items.
Damn. He threw her under the bus like that? That's cool.
The CAPER, each year we prepare as an action plan, and that describes all the projects and activities that you would implement within the specific year. And it has to carry out the strategies of the consolidated plan, including the 5-year plan. The document is May 1, 2026 to April 30, 2027. And so in this one, we took note of, as we discussed 2 weeks ago, the demand for owner-occupied home ownership of affordable housing as a significant increase in both our focus and what we want
So
this to
pause right
shift
there.
toward.
So pause right there. So the city is working on helping current homeowners improve their property.
Yes, and in trying to help folks obtain home ownership.
Okay, all righty. Now, I get the first part. That makes perfect sense. I see there's a property going on off Third Street by the 2800 block of Third or 20.
In Douglas.
Douglas.
Mhm.
All right. Tell me about, let's revisit the efforts that the city is undertaking to help people acquire homes.
Okay, well, we'll just prepare a separate report and go over that in detail.
Okay.
We have, as you know, we issued I issued an executive order that gave planning the directive to shift all of the historical activity toward home ownership, to stop focusing on other things as much as that. And they have done that, and they've issued a report and we published it. And so if you give me specific questions you want, I'll not only come back and answer them here, I'll make sure we do an FAQ and put that out as frequently as possible.
I guess just, like home ownership is very important to me. I just want to make sure, I guess for the people and for myself to know the efforts the city is undertaking to help improve that.
Okay, and look, just to let people know, we'll go over how we provide for occupied housing rehab. That's one method, as you just said, but the real increase is toward affordable housing opportunity. So separately from taking care of fixing someone's house would be this move toward how do we help people secure down payment gaps and those kinds of things that get them into a home. And in the CAPER at page 4, you could see under B, under the executive summary. So it's section 2, subsection B. It speaks toward those things. It lists the amount of properties, and we also talked about 2 weeks ago, the focus the remaining $748,500 on home new construction efforts. So you can see a real shift since the two of us started and the team started this push off of historical, what we did toward home ownership. As you know, Mr. Lawberdane, those challenges.
Just one second. I have to say this, y'all. So if y'all remember, he wasn't concerned about home ownership. Now it's getting close to qualifying. He's concerned about home ownership. Y'all remember that? Remember what he said, right? They couldn't find nobody. They couldn't find the people to be able to afford to own a home. Remember all that little stuff? Now, all of a sudden, HUD says, okay, you got to turn in a report. Now, all of a sudden, this 1 year, 5 year plan, it got on their home ownership. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Came from lots of the owned properties couldn't qualify for the fix-up because there's someone renting in them. So what we're trying to do is get people into purchasing a home and owning that home. And that shift has been sort of long awaited. And I was happy to see this council really champion that more than councils in the past. There's been always a focus on rental, and I think it was the proper thing to do to pivot toward ownership.
Yeah. Okay. So how much time do you think you need to get that?
We'll have that for the next meeting. Okay. But I need if you tell me specifics you won't answer,
well,
I can do that.
It's kind of hard for me to know the specifics when you guys do all the working of it. You know, the Wizard of Oz, I'll go behind the council, the curtain. We don't get to go back there to see all the internal workings. Now, if you've invited me to go, I'll gladly go, so I can have more specific questions.
Nice. Wait a minute. Hey, he gets one too. Hold on. You gotta give him the full. Yeah.
Well, I would say I appreciate that, but this is now we've 2 times come and yet no questions come in between the meetings, and so I would say that it's easier to answer if we know these are the things you'd like to see. We can help prepare any customized frequently asked questions you want. But it's all in here. There's an executive summary that answers.
I looked through it, but just a lot of people who are watching and listening, they don't have the privilege of looking at the summary.
Well, I could go over that in more detail now if the council wants. I can read it.
Wait a minute. I thought it wasn't important.
Sure.
Executive summary.
Sure.
You won't like me to read the whole executive summary?
Well, you don't need to read it, man. You can paraphrase it, man. But I want people to know that this city and council is committed towards affordable housing.
Right. Well,
have I caught you off guard, Mayor?
No, not at all.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just. I know what you're doing. You're trying to, but
no, I'm not trying to talk about it.
But I get it. It's election season. I get it.
It's election season. What do you think about that?
Wow. No, he didn't say it's election season. No, he caught you because you knew you did not have this. You didn't have this thought out. It wasn't a big deal until after Malcolm made it a big deal because he wasn't concerned. He already said that he wasn't really into people buying homes. We can pull it back. We can pull the tape back to show that he said it. So let's don't get it twisted. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm not trying to do that. I just want to hear about this program.
It's just, if you ask a question like, what does the caper do? That was your opening question. And you look at a document, this is just the summary document.
That wasn't his question, by the way. That wasn't his question. And that's technical wizardry, right? Because they interlay it into the conversation as if it was true. But that's not what his question was. He said, what is the caper? It didn't say, what does it do? He just said, what is it?
And you think about the 5-year plan, it's a bad question, in my opinion. What does the caper do? It does a lot of things, but
it's a question you just made up. It's a question you just made up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Am I tripping? Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
I can go through it. So I'm willing to read the short executive summary, but now you're asking me to summarize the summary like I'm taking a test, and it's not
we're
a
not
test.
doing that. We're not
So,
doing that.
Let's do this right here. Why don't we just take and
another
meet with you?
No, wait a minute. It's like a good move. It's like a smart move to interject yourself in that matter. It is. I will give him credit for that. It does apply the pressure, right? But because they're running mates, right? I'm thinking he's thinking that maybe if I go, it'll be us. You know what I'm saying? And Malcolm. You know what I'm saying?
So we have our own questions.
Well, tell you what. Why don't we just do another presentation?
Yes.
Do that.
That's it.
But
I have one comment before we move on. So on page 13, one thing that stuck out to me that I just wanted to highlight, it talks about, well, first of all, we see the condemnations that we do and the houses that we tear down, and we put a systematic effort to, clean things up, and the houses that are dilapidated and causing issues, we know that we tear down a lot, and we have, but we don't see the other side of what their office sees, but I was pleased to see that the city successfully motivated 77 homeowners to voluntarily demolish their own substandard structures. So to me, that was a really good thing to know, just because, like you said, we don't see, the day-to-day workings all the time and get all that feedback. And so that was, to me, that was a big number of people that are actually taking responsibility for their own properties and taking care of it. And so then that is more taxpayer dollars that can go toward other things. So anyway, I just wanted to highlight that. And I think that's very well done by that department.
Those 77 houses probably saved the city $1 million.
Yeah, a lot of money. And probably made a lot of neighbors very happy to not have these homes that are falling down next door or across the street or wherever.
So running mates, 6 and 8 running mates. Yeah. He had to chime in too. You know what I mean? He had to chime in too. These people, man.
All they have to do is take care of the grass now that it's a lot. And that's better than seeing her sore-eyed home.
We good?
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
can answer
and really
more on the home ownership if we need to today.
And I give credit where credit's due. I appreciate the administration, the steps you've taken to deal with blight.
Thank you.
And
Yes. You had a lot of houses.
Yeah,
in your
I
district.
appreciate that. So I
did
give credit
too.
where credit's due. So kudos to you, Mayor, and your staff for getting that done.
We expect to identify another 150 properties in blight. And we, again, the home, that's the acronym, HOME, homeowner assistance activities of up to $100,000 per qualified purchaser to provide an opportunity for home ownership, as well as provide $40,000 in CDBG housing counseling, homeowner education services, or all to improve the financial readiness and promote sustainable home ownership. That's really in a nutshell what that
Can you
home
stop it
ownership
for 1
program
moment?
does.
Stop it for a moment. Okay, so let me take y'all back a little bit. She was talking about those houses, blighted areas being torn down. If it wasn't for Mr. Fuller making them put money into that fund to condemn those houses, it was only $30,000 in that funding for that. It was Mr. Fuller who pushed for them to put more money in it. And that 30,000 was Jock Roy at the time. They hadn't put no money. The reason why those houses stayed up for so long is because they weren't putting funding in them in those in that bucket to tear down the houses. It was Mr. Fuller who pushed to add more money to make sure more houses get torn down. Because Jock wasn't thinking about that. Keep in mind, it's election time.
The CDBG program delivery funds can be used to pay soft costs that are for the housing counseling and homeowner assistance programs. And what I started out with, which is I think the most important thing, is that remaining $750,000 toward new construction efforts.
Now,
which
what are
is,
soft costs, Mayor? For the people listening, that'd be closing costs of
yeah,
support?
legal and other types of things that go into it. You want to give a list of all of our soft costs? They could differ in the commercial versus this, but
I think it's for this, I believe it's primarily down payment assistance.
Okay.
And there's the financial education piece, which isn't required for the transaction, but of course is, good practice.
Okay.
it lists the soft costs as the counseling, homeowner, and all that. But as lawyers, we would call soft costs a
closing
little
costs.
different than that in the commercials.
Try to get their credit, show them how to get their credit scores up, things like that.
Do we have quite a few participants that actually participate in that program?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me ask you something. So did he say they only have $40,000 to the side to assist for the homeowner assisting classes and workshops and all that? That's all they got is $40,000 for that?
Well, it gets
You
better.
know-
Hold on. It gets better.
Okay.
Can you give us the idea of the level of success you have with that program?
Well, this is forward-looking for the homeownership assistance program piece.
Forward-looking.
I know that they've done,
This is new.
yeah, well, I do know that they
Pivot
have.
is, as you know, you've been a part of, is moving toward home ownership off of the more traditional rental.
And as we saw 2 weeks ago in so that was the, looking back, what they've done over the previous year, and previous years, they have done that homeowner assistance, credit counseling, that kind of home buyer assistance program before, not in terms of developing the properties themselves, but I don't have the numbers before, but I know that they have had people participate in those programs to get education, finance education, how to make their mortgage payment, all that stuff.
Now, so the city actually offers that training, or are you working with a third-party vendor to do that?
I'm actually not certain of that. So but I can find out. We can get you more information.
All right.
I'm sure.
They got a program that don't nobody run. They got money for a program that don't nobody run. Okay.
It's offered in consultation, and if you go to page 6, you can see some of the citizen participation programming and how we do that outreach, where the target areas are, and then there are also some attachments that show you the goal descriptions and then lay out each thing that are happening. But again, the pivot toward the ownership is
Can you stop it for
Is
just
the
1
new-
second? I noticed something real quick. Trey Gist trying to stay awake.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
This is what it's like when you actually have to do your job. You gotta make sure that yeah.
He put following out around with his doggone tie and everything. Nat said it's an easy way to steal money.
Yeah, it is. That's them soft costs he talking about, the legal fees he talking about.
Because I'm thinking 40,000 is not enough if you're trying to get at least 30 to 40 to 50 people in a home. I don't know. Maybe I don't know about that.
Program that don't nobody run. It don't. That's what I'm telling you. It's a program that don't nobody run.
It's been sitting there.
It's just there.
Sitting there.
It's just there.
Okay.
Newer focus than we've had in years past, and that's been by choice. Years ago, we had your brother had always been an ownership guy, if you will. I was always an ownership guy, but in times past, councils felt strongly that rental was critical, and that had tended to be the focus. It doesn't make either of them wrong. It does, in my opinion, having looked at this for years enough to get a continuum, if you will, longer look at it, a view. I think that the focus on rental is not something we should be only married to. We should really, really strongly look at ownership because it changes the way people feel about their neighborhoods. It changes the engagement in a neighborhood. When you own, it leads to better results.
Yeah.
And so the counseling and education, while great.
Stop it. Y'all, he is so right now, and my coaching hat is sitting on the side. This is so much psychological bull crap that he's sitting here saying. How many times have they already said, Malcolm made that comment? Okay? Malcolm made that comment that it makes a person feel different when they own something. Now, where are you all of a sudden now? He even admitted that he wasn't for home ownership. Yeah, I see that we need an alternative. No, Malcolm told you that when you were being nonchalant about it. Now, all of a sudden, election time, now we need it. Y'all play his hands. Don't play into his hands and go in that booth and vote for him. Don't do it, because that's what he's trying to do. He knows what he got to do. He knows he got to suck up to the black folks. He already know that. I'm sorry. I'm done.
I think the councilman is making a point without saying it, and I'll make it, which is to say that's great, but if you don't have the money assistance part to get there, yes,
you hollow.
I was going to say hollow.
You hollow.
I wouldn't say useless. I would say it could still help people get educated and know where to go, but close. If you don't have the assistance, the cash, then it won't matter as much. And so through all of this, I guess the biggest thing to say is just really proud that they're moving on it, but proud that this council not that it was wrong rental in the past, but that this council sees that pivot in American society today is critical if you're going to see some change at that deeper level.
What? That's not even worth rewinding.
So these are the meetings that Miss Shirley used to have. I kind of remember her having the meetings at the convention hall and one at Broadway on Bolton Avenue, getting the people to come fill out the applications and try to qualify them for the home.
Yes.
Is that the same program?
It is, but I would just say that the degree to which that was a focus in many, many years for the city of Alexandria, it is changed with this. Look, it's not being political or being wishy-washy or scared. When you hear me pause about saying and always pivot to there's nothing wrong with rental, I do that on purpose because so many people rent here. And we have never thought that's not part of the pie. You have to have that. And in fact, some young folks that are well-to-do in larger cities, they choose to rent. There's a whole thing about that. What we're saying here is Alexandria's unique problems need a big piece of the pie, a bigger piece than in years past, focused on getting people in a home that they own, because it transits the neighborhood positively.
Yes.
You done?
That shit sounded like garbled bullshit. Excuse my language. That shit sounded like somebody put some bullshit in a blender and plugged it in and turned it on real high and just left the house. Went to Walmart. That's what that sounded like. We need a boo button.
I'm done. Thank you, Mayor.
751 clients assisted. That was your answer to her.
That's good.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 11, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for annual vehicle bid, current model year or newer.
A motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
You're welcome.
The only thing I say is I say always, all these local car businesses and stuff, we need to try to shop local and stay local. I know Hickson used to have the law enforcement contract and stuff like that. So let's try to shop local and be local and give our local car businesses the business.
Thank you, Mr. White. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 12, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for Jackson Street gas main replacement.
Motion by Councilman Fowler.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 13, resolution authorizing advertisement for bids for liquid chlorine 1-ton cylinders for the water and wastewater department.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments. All discussion. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
H.
Can we stop right here and let me recognize the Deltas, because I believe they have something to go to, if that's okay with you guys.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's about respect. So if y'all can see all that red out there, you already know who it is. But we have the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. It's a nationally recognized organization. We're happy to have them and some of their members here today. Do you have anyone that just would like to make a small comment about your organization? Okay. Okay.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, and guests. I am Connie Baker, the president of the Alexandria, Louisiana Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Our 113-year-old sorority is dedicated to sisterhood, scholarship, service, and social action. On behalf of our officers and members, I would like to thank you for welcoming us to tonight's council meeting. We appreciate the opportunity to be here and to observe the important work that you do on the behalf of the citizens of Alexandria. Thank you for your service, your leadership, and commitment to the community. We are grateful for your hospitality and look forward to continuing to support, for you to continue to support and serve our communities, and we can do that together. Ladies, would you just stand to be recognized?
I have a question. Ms. Baker, how many active members you have in this?
117.
Here?
Yes.
Is that Misty? Is that Miss Misty LaSalle? Am I tripping? I'm not tripping. That is Missy. Huh.
It's good. Well.
150,000.
Great,
Well,
great.
I would like to thank you all for the services that you also provide to the community. There are things that you guys do that is so important to help the community. So for that, I thank you all.
Thank you.
Madam President, may I say one thing? I promise I won't, because my mom started, she started. I want to thank the Deltas for coming, and my mom was Janetta Robinson White, and she was one of the founding sisters of the Deltas of Alexandria and stuff. And I know she loved y'all and stuff, and she really loved to be here to see this. And thank you for giving the tribute to all the Deltas. So God bless you, Deltas, and God bless America.
Thank you, Mr. White.
Oh, that was a touching moment. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ready.
H, ordinances for final adoption, subject to public hearing. Number 14, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for gas meters and Itron Earth. The administration is requesting that this item be delayed for 2 weeks.
Motion delay.
Second.
Motion delayed by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 15, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for janitorial supplies.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second. Second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 16, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Flock to provide investigative support for the Alexandria Police Department. Madam President, the administration is requesting that this item be delayed.
Motion delay.
Motion delayed by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 17, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Taylor's Gates for landscape maintenance services at Alexandria Gateways.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second. Second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 18, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Taylor Scapes for landscape maintenance services at Acadian Park.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 19, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Taylor Scapes for landscape maintenance service at HDQ Park.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 20, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Taylor Scapes for landscape maintenance services at Compton Park.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 21, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from Taylor Scapes for landscape maintenance services at 3rd Street Rain Garden.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Johnson, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 22, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from Taylor Scapes for landscape maintenance service at Bolton Avenue Rain Gardens.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 23, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the lowest proposal received from U.S. Lawns of Alexandria for landscape maintenance service at Rapids Trail.
Motion, please.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Lawberdane, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 24, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Yankee Holder doing business as Yankee Clipper for landscape maintenance service at Holocaust Park.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments. Okay. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 25, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to renew the existing contract with Kaplan's Inc. for uniform bid for the police department.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Ballard, Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments. Mr.
Yes,
White,
ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
you're welcome.
So I'm glad that we're looking at Kaplan's. I've shopped there many a time. My dad shopped there. My godfather, who was the city marshal here, Big Jim Bird, shopped there many a time. So I'm hoping and praying that you'll, like I say, shop local, stay local, buy local. And Kaplan's have been a loyal customer of the Alexandria Police Department and other police departments, military police and sheriff's departments and stuff like that. So
Thank you, and I agree with you on shopping local, Mr. White. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 26, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a professional services agreement with Booth and Associate for an electric load study for Twin Bridges Substation in the LA 28 West area.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 27, to consider final adoption of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the award of $2 million from LADOTD Transportation Alternative Program TAP for the construction of downtown sidewalks improvements Phase 1.
Motion, please. I'm sorry. Mr. Green?
No, I said, found through a motion.
Okay. A second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Green, second by Councilman Lawberdane. Public comments. Mr. White?
now that's 27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Only thing I wanted to say too, I know in our community, we need sidewalks bad because the old folks disabled and the kids are walking out in the middle of the street in my area. So I don't know if you can have some funding to put sidewalks in our areas to keep our kids and elderly and stuff like that disabled from being in the middle of the road to get hit or anything like that. So I just wanted to bring that up. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. White. Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 28, to consider final adoption of an ordinance rezoning property located at 1776 Elliott Street from B3 General Business District to the SF2 Single Family District to allow for residential use and other matters with respect thereto.
Motion, please.
Move.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
I, resolution, public hearing, community development. Number 29, to continue a public hearing to consider condemnation on the following structure located at 1505 Second Street, Richard Hunter Holloway et al.
Motion, please. Second. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson to open the public hearing. Motion by, I'm sorry, public comment. Public comments? Discussion? All in favor?
It's just open
Oh,
the
that's
hearing.
right.
Just to open the hearing.
Okay, this is the opening.
Just open it up.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Holloway, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Well, hold on.
We need to turn it over to the administration.
Okay.
Mr. Smith.
Okay, just very briefly, this property is 1505 Second Street, also known as 1505 Main Street. It is located near the overpass where the Pineville Expressway goes over the river, near the
The White House?
CLCTC has a building over there, and it's a White House with
I ask about that house.
So that's the house at issue. This administration is requesting that the council condemn it at this time. Notice was served on the owners. Checked the USPS tracking. It did get delivered. The owner is here, so notice was successfully accomplished. So we request that it be condemned.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's what you, yes.
Council members, my name is Marion French. I'm an attorney. I'm here representing Mr. Richard Holloway. Mr. Holloway and his sister own this property. And right now he is in the process of trying to enter into a contract for two different people to purchase this property. And we would respectfully request that you continue this to give him time to effectuate that contract. Hopefully he can put a deal together where he can sell the property and try to put it back into commerce, which would be good. So the property's been there a while. We understand that. It used to belong to Mike Jenkins. We all know Mike Jenkins. It used to belong to his mother. His mother used to live there. As a matter of fact, his mother was born in that house. So we're working with a couple of different entities to try to effectuate a sale, to do something with the property. And we wish you would give us time to do that. If you'd please consider that.
And how much time you're asking for?
We're asking for, well, we have no objection if you want to defer this matter to the United Nations and we can get that done by December next year. But as an alternative to that, 90 days would be good. Please.
Hey, Mr., is the house boarded up or?
No.
No, currently there are transits and vagrants who are getting into.
Yeah, I gotta stop that. Are they grilling them? Are they over explaining it or just me?
What do you mean over explaining?
Like, are they going too far away into detail?
Well, the ideal that do you see how I want you guys to understand something too. Now, you heard who he said it was, right? Then he says his mom and dad and his horse grew up in the house. You have to listen to who cares? I'll be honest with you. I'm just being outright honest. Who cares? So you either selling it or it needs to be torn down, right? So you're the lawyer, you're the attorney, and you don't know what they're doing with the house. You coming up here talking, but you don't even know what they're doing with the house. You don't even have no definite information on what direction they going in the house.
What are we talking about?
Huh?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the house. He talking
No,
about the house.
I'm not talking. I'm saying, what is he talking about?
Oh, I don't.
What are we
You're talking
talking
about the horse. The dog grew up there. That's irrelevant. Who cares? What's that got to do with the idea that the house is an eyesore and it's transients hanging in there? What that got to do with it? Come on, don't be. You simple. This is what I said. Let me shut up. I'm gonna start being like Gary Chambers. I'm gonna be quiet.
90 days would be good. Please.
Hey, Mr., is the house boarded up or?
No.
No, currently there are transits and vagrants who are getting into the structure. The city would like to have it go ahead and condemned, but that's up to the council. It's a public safety issue.
I have a question. First of all, I love that house. It reminds me of my house on Polk Street, some of the architecture of it.
Oh, yeah.
So I've always loved it. Now, if the house is in condemnable condition, us condemning it, I mean, that's not going to change whether it sells or not. I mean, I think it's safe to say that the house is in that condition.
The people who are interested may want to consider doing something with it, and that may be part of the deal that they entered into. So I hate to preclude that.
Right. So, I mean, it's my understanding that they would still be able to have the option of rehabilitating it.
That's correct. The condemned structure can still be rehabbed. Often when we make the recommendation that it gets demolished, that's really a financial consideration.
Right.
But it is up to that person whether they want to rehab it or demolish it. It would start the clock though. So condemnation, once notice is received, they would have 30 days, at which point the city would turn it over to a city contractor.
Right.
So,
regardless
I think
of
90
ownership.
days is a little long.
We'll take 60.
Could we go to 60?
Well, Mr. French, now.
Yes, sir.
I understand your advocacy for your client, and I appreciate what you're doing here. But my concern is if you you are successful in selling it, and the new person gets the house and they sit on it, then where are we?
Well, he'd have the same problem that we're having. And they would be purchasing it with the idea and the intent of doing something with it, whatever that may be, whether it's to resurrect the house, put it back together, or to demolish it, do something else with the property. We would like to have that alternatives in our bag so we can negotiate with that. I just don't want to have this thing, a condemnation order implemented while we're trying to negotiate the sale of it.
Well,
It would certainly assist us if with
Are
this.
you actively negotiating as we speak?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, and I just want to point out, this is a pretty serious situation. We already continued this once. That was because I had spoken with Mr. French and said that we were going to continue it from March to June.
Right.
But we thought,
We
we
sent
didn't
the
know-
original
I
notes
didn't know
back
that
in
it was set for
January.
hearing here. Was it set for hearing here in March?
It came up and the city voluntarily continued it because we'd had that discussion that it wouldn't come up till the summer.
Okay.
But we did have that conversation, quite
Okay.
some time ago.
Because I know that house been like that for years. And even today when I passed by, I was like, what are we going to do about this house?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Something
then
needs to be done with it.
I
There's no doubt
realized
about it. There's no
it is
issue
an
there.
eyesore. I thought it was like a historical home or something, but it isn't.
It actually is the second, well, excuse me, it's the oldest house in Alexandria in the same place because they moved the Kent House. So that is the oldest house in Alexandria in the same place.
Well, I'll for giving them extension. I mean,
I make decisions. I wish that,
Something's going to be done with it, y'all.
Yeah.
And we know that's going to happen.
But we know how long would something be done with it? That's the question.
I wish I knew that
Because
too.
we're,
The people I'm talking to, the two different people I'm talking to, one of them is wanting to move fairly quickly in rehabbing it. And if you look on the inside, it's very sturdy on the inside. Yes, I understand that little piece on the porch fell or whatever, but inside is pretty
There's a
strong.
rear wall that's missing. There is. I mean, it's open to the elements in the back.
all right, we give him 30 days.
Something's got to be done with it. We don't dispute that. We just wish we had that time in order to effectuate something. And I don't have a condemnation order implemented while we're trying to make that discussion,
I
put
like
that
it.
together.
But my thing is, if they really want to do it, 60 days and not come out and save the city, the cost of tearing it down or whatever. But if 60 days nothing happens, I
Then we
can't go
demolish.
anything, I can't go any further.
Okay.
But 'cause I like to save the city some money. If y'all can get it done without us putting money in it, more power to you.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Smith, I got a question. Let's say, how does this process work in the event that Mr. Holloway is able to sell it in 30 days and there's a new owner and for some reason they sit on them? We must start this process all
Well,
over.
That's not
May I
what we want to
respond?
do.
If we sell it to a prospective buyer
Mm-hmm.
and their intent is to do something with the property, they would then come here before the council and say, here are our plans, this is what we're going to do, and this is our timetable. And so that way, you know that nobody's dragging their feet, nobody's trying to put this off, and nobody's trying to delay it.
Yeah.
To answer your specific question, these notices are filed in the, I think the mortgage records, but it is good for third parties.
Okay.
So I believe the statutes say that we wouldn't necessarily have to start over.
Okay, fine.
But starting over is 10 days notice. So
That's fine.
it wouldn't be difficult to get a new
Well,
owner
we give you.
back in front of the
Well,
council.
I'd say go back to 30 days, because then you got 30 days, you got 30 more days till they come back here, then you got another 30 days. That'd be 60.
So that's 60.
Mrs. Smith and Mr. French and Mr. Holloway, is it possible for you all to board the place up now while in the process of waiting for the sale of the property?
Yes, sir.
That would help, would be big help in boarding it up because the homeless people are in and out.
They are in it.
In and out.
They are in it. I've seen it myself in it.
And it would be greatly appreciated if you would take the initiative to board it up. At least we know what you're trying.
Yes, sir.
And the 60 days that the council is speaking of would work well. Thank you.
And how
Another request, if it is, I'm sorry.
That's okay, go
Are
ahead.
you good?
Mhm.
Okay. Is if you do get the continuance, I don't know if you have already filed a no trespassing with the police department on that property.
Well, they had said just to put signs up and I have some around the
Okay,
house.
so if you can file that with the police department, that way that if there are homeless people or people that are not, connected to the authorized to be on the
Right.
property, they have the authorization to get them to leave.
The no trespassing signs are up, and
But correct me if I'm wrong, we still need,
There's a specific authorization and implementation through the police department.
it's a very simple,
Okay.
So
simple thing.
let's do this right here.
Find out how long he
Let's
take before.
grant him
doing
60
it.
days, but let's say the sales fall through and you guys know it's gonna fall through. Could you guys come back and give us a heads up so we won't use that 60 days up? So 60 days pending your sale.
Sure.
How's that?
And the board's
But-
up
and the
before the
board's up.
weekend.
but
The
probably,
board's up before the weekend.
probably do it on the weekend.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And we get it boarded up. How's that?
60 days,
60 days
boarded up house by the
pending-
weekend.
Pending the sale.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I did have a question for y'all. Maybe y'all know, I don't know. But I'd always heard that when the historical group came in here in the 70s, maybe, and they made a downtown historical district and every facility in downtown was a historical building. I mean, I actually looked it up, but I didn't bring it with me.
But it still have to be.
Not his. Sorry.
No, I understand.
There's nothing in
I'm
that.
just saying, I thought it was, because it was said that it wasn't a historical building, but it is a historical building. I mean, it was recognized officially as one back in the 70s.
But nobody took the initiative to actually find out if it was a historical building, because if someone would have done that, then I'm sure by now, the historical organization would have maybe went and restored the home.
Well, we've actually tried to find that out. And all I was able to find online was the thing where they came in the 70s and they put all of downtown Alexandria as historical.
Historic district, but I don't know that actually puts on the historic register.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, so the 90 days, board up by Wednesday, 60 days.
60.
I'm sorry, the 60 days, board up by the week.
And I do have one more question. Just for our knowledge, if you aren't able to secure a buyer for the property, what is your intention to demolish the property?
I'd have to, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, can we have a motion and
Second.
to close the public hearing?
All right.
Um,
No, we got to
no.
vote. We have to vote.
Public comment.
Oh, public comments,
Public comment?
discussion? All in
If I may, can we clarify which meeting that'll be, just so we're all clear, because, 60 days falls in the middle of the week, or would that be the August 11th meeting, is that correct?
I'm not really sure because I don't.
I'm not trying to put you on the
I
spot,
will
sorry.
get-
So in other words,
Okay, thank you.
this item would be on the August 11 agenda.
The clerk will clarify for us later, we'll make sure that you guys know, and we'll send another notice.
Okay.
We'll put that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Okay,
Thank y'all for your attention.
okay, we'll be looking for that boarded up house.
All in favor?
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Public hearing
We
is
need a motion and second to close the public hearing.
a motion to close the public hearing. Second. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson.
Public comment.
Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Public hearing is closed and the meeting is adjourned.
That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. What they did, they lit them up in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Oh. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Right. Uh, 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 uh. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Brother Greg with the
Oh,
info.
there you
Oh,
go. There you go. Because he's fighting hard up there, boy. He was grappling up there. Okay, so we know now.
now we
And he
know.
proud. He proud to say who grew up in that house. That's what that is. So why the
Confederate.
family never got it put on the historical landmark? Because they
Because
could have done
Confederates
that.
are lazy. Confederates had slaves. They're lazy.
They
That's why they lost.
they could have been registered it if it was in the 70s and we in 2026. Come on now. In this let me be quiet. But okay.
That's the end of the meeting. You got to be quiet now.
Okay.
An open discussion. I was glad that the business was stood on. Glad to see that. We got to see more of that. We need that consistently because we got people around us that are compromised. That had it man at them people bar place they party and call yourself Louisiana Black. Oh man, bro. And then the ones doing the recall, you didn't even want them there.
Of course he didn't. Because something was already promised. That's why.
That's cold.
Something was already promised.
That's cold.
That's what you got to look at. You got to look at the ideal that something was already promised.
But that should infuriate everybody now. Everybody should be mad.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was bad because they're about to light a fire under everybody now.
Look, you know how they say how you can start over again? Maybe you need to start over again. Get rid of all of them. Start from scratch.
No, you can't. It's got in order to get the benefits of it, they can't tear it down.
Huh?
In order to get the benefits from it, they can't tear it down. Like if he wanted to sell it at a higher price, or if they wanted to have it remain a historic site, they can't touch it. It has to.
But it's not a historic site. That's the problem.
It could be if they put it on the registry. I mean, I don't know. Confederates are lazy. They're lazy people. Just like the one they got in front of the courthouse. He was supposed to be loading the cannon to let the Confederate soldiers know what time of the day it was. You know, at 5 p.m. I guess he'll load it and blow. Well, he was loading the cannon, and somehow it went off, and he blew himself up. And they put a monument of him on top of the.
But you know what? It's a lot of them that look just like that same one. You know that, right?
You said there was a lot of them that blew themselves up.
No, but that same statue, if you look at a lot of those Confederate statues, they look just like that one.
He blew himself up.
That's what I couldn't understand. Why they look like the same, they all look like the same ones.
He sacrificed his life. He sacrificed his life.
I'm just saying.
He gave it up for the Confederacy.
And he didn't even do. Let me quit saying.
At least we know what time of the day it was.
When it happened, huh?
It might have been a couple seconds before.
It just got.
It might have been a couple seconds after. I'm sorry. I love Confederate jokes. They're the best.
Just amazing.
They're all cousins. They're all cousins.
What?
Twice. 3 times. Hold on. He hasn't wanted to miss. service lady, that card. Oh, yeah. Should have saved it when you had it. You never miss a good thing until it's gone. Demolish home.
Yeah, that's just amazing that they did all that haggling. I mean, I got kind of confused there for a minute. Like, okay, you either gonna let them do it or you're not.
You never miss a good thing till they demolish your home. Your home is gone.
And you know what? I think he didn't want to. You know what? He talking about it was the first house. He tried to say everything else but what Greg said. You noticed that, right? He tried to say everything but what Greg said about it, what it is.
Yeah. You didn't
noticed
mention
that,
that
right?
part. Yeah, you didn't say that part.
No, he didn't. He didn't want that part to come out at all.
Damn.
They don't need to know all that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. You said what now? It was a what to the what? What now? Oh, they was teaching black people to hate people in there, huh? I mean, they was teaching white people to hate black people. It was a school. Oh.
I didn't know it was a school.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, no. I was
Not a
sure.
whole.
I wouldn't have gave him 60 days. I would have gave him 30. I would have gave him 30 days on the wake up. You better sell it in the next 2 weeks. It's a fire sale. It's funny how every house done burned down in Alexandria except for that one. Never mind.
It wasn't supposed to burn down. That's why.
It's all about who. That's how you can tell if it was supposed to burn down by the owner. Yeah, I would have gave him. You got till about the end of this council meeting to get that shit together, bro. You need to be on the phone with the buyer right now. People immigrated from you were the law on the white. I'm white, but not that white. He said we was teaching the Confederacy. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Teaching, yeah, they was teaching hate in there.
It was a hate school. There it goes.
You found it?
No, I didn't find nothing. Look, that's what he said it was. Oh no.
So
They hate.
what's the address? What's the address to it?
I don't know.
He said y'all would give him 60 minutes. Y'all wrong. Okay. All right. So are we done here?
You know what? Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, because it's 11:30. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Mr. Scott. I want to thank Miss Dixon. I want to thank Miss Thomas. Miss Bell, you missed a good first Monday. Ooh, it was good. Y'all keep missing out on them damn them workshops, y'all. Miss Battles, thank you. Let's see. Who else? Miss Jackson, yes. Mr. Turner, yes. Miss Colson, thank you. Miss Powell, thank you. Let's see who else is on here. That I didn't mention. I think that's our whole crew. That's what they call the regular. Mr. Margam, thank you. Let's see. Miss Colbert, thank you. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. Oh, he said 1505 2nd Street. Look that up real quick before we go. Look it up, Tavar. Tavares, what are you doing?
I'm looking it up, man.
Okay, moving too slow.
Oh, look where it's at. You know where it's at. We'll go back this way. Now let's turn around. Does this look familiar? You know where you at?
Look, I said, I don't know if I ever really noticed that house there, much as I drive that way. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I know. Okay. Wow, that house is in real bad shape. So is everybody, can I ask a question?
What?
Is everybody dead that own that house or something? The whole
No,
family dead?
I guess that is the people that own it right now. I guess. I don't know.
So
The city say it's in the White House.
he trying to see, he was told to preserve that house, to come up there and fight for that house.
That's gonna be the picture. That's gonna be the next picture of the next show. That's what's left of the Confederacy.
I'm just saying. You fight for that house. I wonder how much he's selling it for.
Too much.
Otherwise, he's sitting there. Last of the Confederate. Put that statue by, it'll be all right. Yeah, you're right, they sure do. Whether they're Confederate or not. Who would buy it? I know that's true. You probably can give it away. Now, my thing is, you're the attorney. Why haven't you helped them put it on the doggone historical register? You're the attorney, right? Didn't he just say he was the attorney?
He said that.
If you go on the left-hand side, you might can see through it on the picture. She said, if you go on the left-hand side, you might can see it on the picture. You can see that you can walk through it. The whole wall done collapsed in it. That's long-term. That's long-term. That's not no just happened. That's long-term. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That house been sitting there for many, many years. Shoot, you know what? They might want that land. I'm just saying. You got to remember, it becomes adjudicated property. Yup. That's what I said. Oh, yeah, Tanya, you know what? I ain't think about that. If it gets registered, it has to stay as a house. They don't want that. They want to sell that lot. Yup. You know what? Yup. Because for them to make a big deal about that, they want that lot. Ooh, you dirty little devils, you demons.
It's gonna be a parking lot.
Oh, that's what they want. Because they was talking that up. They spent about 30 minutes on that one house. And you heard how, what's his name? The CDW man, I guess that was his name, whatever his name is, that lawyer. He was really talking.
Yeah, because look what it
So,
right next to.
Oh. So is that what it is, City of Alexandria? Y'all want that land? I want that land.
Yeah, because they don't want to have people just parking on the street. Look how bad that is.
Yeah. Because parking downtown by the school is kind of tight. Yeah.
And they're not
Ooh,
going.
and that's-
They're not going to build a parking lot up here.
Yeah, and that's the levee. That's right
Yeah.
at the levee. So if they clear all that out, you can get probably about 50 or 60 more
You'll probably
cars.
get one. You'll probably get one more of these parking lots over there.
Yep.
Yep. We'll probably get another one of them over there.
Look at
Or it
that.
all
Look at
depends if they own all this. They
Oh
can
yeah,
probably-
if they own that land all the way over there. Yes, they do. They want that lot. You demons. Look, that's how you say it. You demon people. Y'all be thinking real vicious.
Yeah, because
And I want to ask, huh?
No, go ahead.
You got to remember now, that's not during the daytime. I mean, that's during where there's not a lot of cars right now. Oh, wow. They want that parking lot because they was talking, negotiating. They trying to get downtown all fixed up, y'all. That's what that is, too. That house is an eyesore.
I feel like
Okay,
going
Dolores.
home for a second.
Well, you know what? We don't want to go home with you. So please, don't do that.
Wait a minute. He said we don't want to go home with you.
No, that's right. That's all right.
Yeah, you know what? Fine. I'll take my ass back across this bridge.
Go back to Alexandria.
Fine. Look, I can't get over there fast enough. I've been kicked out of better places.
That's right. Bye.
I've been kicked out of better places. Is what I
Unless
said.
you got snacks, we don't want to go. You got to have snacks, he said.
Oh man, I do low key want to pull up in a couple of spots, but I can't do that on camera.
All right. So good night. I'm gone. Thank you, Miss
What?
Crawford. Thank you. It was somebody else came in. Miss Deal. Thank you. So I'm out, Tavares. Good night, you guys.
Oh
I
man.
got things to do. Bye.
All right.
Get me off the screen.
Well, guys, it's been another banger. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back Friday. Yeah, we'll be back Friday.
What's wrong with you? You sound all slurry. Why are you talking all
I
slurry
was
like
trying
that?
to. I was trying to think of what day we come back because I want to do it. I want to give us a couple of days to gather up the information,
Good night.
but I don't want to, overburden us. Yeah, so we'll see y'all Friday, and we'll do this thing again. All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.